From your local election headquarters, this is Big Country Politics on KTAB.
Welcome back to Big Country Politics. We are continuing our conversation with Dr. Paul Fabrizio of McMurray University, political science professor over there. Before we come back to Abilene, I want to talk to you about the school bond issue, the Cisco maintenance fee issue. But first, I want to look ahead to the shift in power in the U.S. Senate or U.S. House.
U.S. House of Representatives.
And there was a shift in power, and because of that, there's a lame duck session coming up. I've heard. Tell us exactly what that means.
Okay, Congress comes back into session next week, and it's an opportunity because of the change that's going to take place with the new Congress starting in January. It's the last chance for the Republicans to still be in control of both houses. So if there's anything they want to get done, for example, the president a couple of weeks ago was talking about a tax cut. They've got to do it now. And I'm not sure they're going to be able to accomplish that much.
Well, they call it a lame duck session for a reason.
Yeah, I mean, these people are going to go out of power. A whole bunch of them are leaving office. So this is your last chance to make an impression, to leave a legacy, to make a difference. So they'll try to do something. You know, President Trump also said we want to build the wall, and there was talk about trying to get that funding during this lame duck session. Notoriously, I mean, historically, this is a very difficult time to get stuff done. And it's notorious for dreams that everybody has just to fail. Because, I mean, the Democrats are thinking, hey, we're taking over in 2 months. Why should we help in anything right now? So the Democrats have an incentive to filibuster in the Senate. And so legislation that might pass the House, simple majority rules by the Republicans, will probably go and die in the Senate. So I'm not sure we're going to be able to accomplish anything during this time.
Those things not ever making it to the president's
Yeah,
desk.
probably not. That's probably what's going to happen. Because everybody's going to be focusing on what's going to take over in January. I mean, you know, it's sort of weird because there's going to be the physical thing. A member of Congress, their staff is going to start looking for a new job. If their member was defeated or retired, they're going to say, you know, why should I stick around supporting this guy? I'm going to go someplace else. So if you're a member of Congress, you find your staff is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. You're going to lose your office at one point too. So it's
That's
like,
right, yeah.
So it's like, you know, why should I stick around? Why should I help? You know, there's just an atmosphere of I got to get what's mine. If I can't get it, I'm just going to get out of here. It's sort of like when we were in school just before Christmas vacation.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I got to get out of here.
Oh, that's what a perfect analogy. That's perfect. Awesome. That's what we need.
Yeah.
So that's why we have you here. Now I want to come back to Abilene. We passed another bond.
Yes.
This one being for school. We're going to rebuild some schools, safety issues, and lots of other things. And there are the numbers. It passed by a pretty good margin, 63% to 37%.
That's a hefty margin.
It is.
Almost 2/3 of voters.
I was surprised by the margin, almost surprised that it passed. I mean,
yeah, I heard more negative comments about this than I have about previous bond issues. And so I was wondering if it would pass or not. And what it appeared is it passed. That's an overwhelming margin. That's a landslide. Anything above 60% is a landslide, and this passed by a landslide. So what a vote of confidence for the school board and the school board's plans for all the safety and security as well as athletic stuff that they're going to do.
Did the economy have anything to do with this? Because you remember, we passed a bond issue in the past, in 2016, that we're still paying for. We passed the street maintenance fee.
There was a school district bond in 2013 that they considered to be the first half of this one that just passed. So we have passed several bond issues in the last several years. And the voters have really taken on a significant tax burden with these bond issues. But that's what the voters want. They say we need to fix up, we need to improve our streets, our schools, our expo center, and that's what's going on. It's amazing.
Well, and that's my question. Is it the economy? Are we doing well, or like you said, are voters just ready to see some progress?
Somebody once said that during the 1950s, Abilene and the surrounding area realized they needed to fix up and improve what they had. So that's when we built a lot of these facilities. So now it seems that we're going through and refixing, rebuilding some of those things that were built in the 1950s. So it's like, we did it once, we can do it again. And so that's a really positive thing. Yes, the economy is really good. The unemployment rate is very, very low here. So all of that would imply the conditions are favorable for this. The other thing, and I keep bringing this up, is that senior citizens, for the most part, don't have to pay for these tax increases if they filed the 65-year-old exemption.
And they vote.
And senior citizens vote. So are they voting for things that they don't have to pay for?
Real quick, because they're getting ready to tell us to go to break.
Okay.
Cisco maintenance fee did not pass.
Cisco has to improve its relationship, establish itself better here in the community. We know they exist, but we really don't know what they do. And I think this was a sign for them. Hey, start building up things, start relating to us, let us get to know you better, and then maybe it'll pass in the future.
As you said, the 3 universities getting all the attention, and TSTC really getting a lot of attention with theirs. And they're giving us the wrap-up signal. Dr. Parigio, thank you very much for being here again. All right, we'll be back on Big Country Politics.